for every kickoff to try to throw you off.
Just want to keep everybody ready.
Yeah.
And here we go, about to kick, and there we kick off for week 1. Oklahoma high school football is underway. Setting up the block, cut inside, and he's going to get out to about the 28-yard line.
Just got tripped up by one arm there.
That's Reese Moffitt on the return. We've got several college prospects on this Panther football team. And then, of course, for Putnam City last week, Marcellus Hawkins, their quarterback, had a tremendous game. So have to keep an eye on him tonight as well. Carson Laverty, of course, Coach Laverty's son, the junior quarterback. He's going to be taking the snaps behind center. And Give is going to be on the outside. He's going to be caught up behind. That's going to be for a loss. Number 1, Amarian Norman with the carry.
Yeah, Putnam City just stuffed it from the very beginning. We didn't really have any room to go anywhere there.
So, 2nd and 13 for the Panthers. Laverty in the shotgun. Fakes to Norman. He's got a receiver out there at about the 30. That's going to be Cameron Scott, senior wide receiver.
Got about 2 yards ahead of that original line of scrimmage, so that's, moving positive.
3rd and 8 coming up. Laverty again behind center. He's got 4 wide receivers out. He fumbles the snap. He's going to grab a hold of it, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield. That's number 44, Taj McCoy, getting Laverty in the backfield. So the Panthers are going to have to punt. It's going to bring up a 4th and long.
Yeah, that was a quick 3 and out. And anytime you have a bad snap, it's just going to, start that play off in negative territory there. It didn't look like Laverty's knee went down at all. Oh, another
snap over the punter's head. Can he get it off? He just does, able to get it away. And they're going to try to field it at the 10. He brings it back inside the 10 to about the 6. So some special teams problems for the Panthers right off the bat.
Well, that's 2 snaps in a row that they've had trouble with. One was a low snap to Carson Laverty, and that one right there, definitely a high snap. That,
yeah.
Coach's job right now is just to calm these kids down and, kind of soothe their nerves a little bit. They're excited to get out there and play, and you see stuff like that happen in the beginning of the season all the time.
So going to give Putnam City the ball with great field position. Marcellus Hawkins under center. He's going to give it up the middle, off guard. It's going to be down to about the 5.
I believe that was Demarion Fields with the carry there. Actually, that's 24. I apologize. That was Dontrell Harrison on the carry.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Pirates. Looking to get on the board first in this game. A crosstown rivalry here. Hawkins looking back. He takes the snap. He's going to run off. Cuts back up inside, and he will be in the end zone for a touchdown. Marcellus Hawkins with the 5-yard touchdown run. And Putnam City gets on the board first after a special teams mistake by the Panthers. Up 6-0. Extra point coming up.
They've been some movement on the offensive line there. Although a Putnam City North defensive lineman did move a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be on the defense. Extra point coming here. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 9:11 to go in the first quarter, Putnam City takes an early 7-0 lead. Panthers offense will be back out on the field.
Obviously, that's not how you want to start out a game, but there's still, it's so early in this game. Putnam City North is just going to have to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Kind of calm the nerves a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just not let it get to them, you know. Just come out like you're starting the game, like you're just receiving the ball for the first time.
Yeah, so it's obviously it's the first game for the Panthers.
Yep.
Pirates already have a game under their belt, and you know sometimes this happens. You know, practice is not game, so you get out in the game and it's a different experience, and so might just take a series or so for the Panthers to get themselves righted here. Got that little onside fake there. And the kick. And we'll have a return up at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, North goes with the same type of look that they went with for that last kickoff return. And down about the same. I believe it's a 27-yard line here. They were at the 28 the last time. Let's see if they can put some stuff together, get Carson in a rhythm.
Just got to eliminate the mistakes.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Laverty can do here. Look, got a wide receiver out there, just can't hold on to the ball. That was Reese Moffitt.
Yeah, that was right in his hands, but there were also 3 Putnam City defenders right there. I mean, that's scary territory for a wide receiver to catch the ball right there.
No contact, so he was able to get back. Defensive lineman jumping early. Laverty looking to the sideline. See if they want to change the call here. 4 wide receivers out, 1 back set. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He's got a little bit of pressure. He steps up. Laverty's going to run for it. He's going to take off. He's got some wheels. He's inside over the 40 to the 45.
Got all the way up to he's got some legs.
Yeah. Laverty, one of the local quarterbacks. It's got some interest from Division I schools.
Yep.
A junior, so he's still got another year left after this year.
Yeah, we spoke with Coach Laverty before the game. He was saying Memphis has interest. Iowa State has interest. That's good to know that a local kid is gaining some D1 interest there.
Marion Norman, another recruit. He's got a good big gain right up the middle, making some people miss, and that's going to be a first down.
And Putnam City North is playing a lot more composed. They're getting up to the ball, you know, not really huddling. They're going up tempo.
Oh, we got a false start there.
Part of the issue with going fast tempo, up tempo offense is that you're going to have some of those moments where guys are jumping. I think in that instance, they were expecting the center to hike the ball there, and
yeah,
he wasn't quite ready for it. Still first down here, so that's not a really drive-crushing mistake there, but let's see if they can keep it going, open up the field a little bit.
So he's going to give up off the right tackle. Not much there. That's Amarian Norman again. He's got some wheels too. If he breaks one loose, he can really take off. That's going to bring up second 15. Panthers moving the ball.
They've got some big bodies there on the line, and then some big blockers out there. So look for a run to the right, maybe right here.
Laverty pitches off to the right side, and there's just not much there. Great pursuit by the Pirates. He gets up to, well, they're going to say no gain. I thought he got up to the 40, but they're going to put him down at the 41, 40 and a half.
Yeah, that was just a pitch to the right there, and you got to block everybody, not just the guys on the right side of the field. You got to block everybody pursuing from the other side as well.
That's right. Laverty facing a 3rd and 15 here. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking to the right side. Looked like he might have been hit as he threw. That ball came up short. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Panthers. Go for it here?
Yeah, this is fourth down territory right here. Unless they pooch it, which they very well could.
Now, I've seen Laverty did do that a couple times last year. He can take a quick snap and quick kick, but I think they're going to go for it here. It's a 4th and 15. Nope, that's a quick pooch punt.
Rolls back, gets
nice
a good
bounce.
Putnam City North bounce there.
Going to be down at the 17-yard line, so not bad. That's not a bad punt there.
That was a good first couple plays. If they can get Putnam City Pirates on their heels, I think they can make this a really good game for them.
Last possession, Pirates had a short field, so now we're going to see what they can really do.
Yeah,
we're going to see what this Panther defense can do. Number 92 there, Jaleel Johnson there on the left side, defensive end, committed to Oklahoma State. He's a beast. We'll see what he can do here.
He is a big body out there.
Hawkins with the snap. He's taking a look. He's got plenty of protection. Throw down the middle of the field.
Ooh. Number 3, Trell Churchwell, just had the ball in his hands, and it just went right through. A lot of times for those DBs, they're not always expecting the ball to come right to them.
Right.
He had just an easy one to pluck out of the air, and it just went right through.
And there was double coverage down there, so it was good coverage. Now they went 3 down linemen last time for the Panthers. Now they got 4. We're going to try to get a little bit more pressure on quarterback. He rolls out, looks out to the flat. He's got his receiver. It's going to be a nice hit there.
Big hit.
Big hit. Looks like it's about a yard short of first down. Probably going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
That was number 33, Jackson D'Souza. He was also out blocking for that offensive possession. A lot of these guys play both sides.
D'Souza's a sophomore, so.
He's a big sophomore. He's a big sophomore.
He's listed as a sophomore, at least on our roster, so. Looks like we have a penalty here.
It's going to back up Putnam City. I didn't see
costly penalty for the Pirates.
Probably holding.
It looks like a 10-yard penalty there, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see the call from.
No, but it was 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. It had to have been a holding. Hawkins in the gun. Looking to the sideline, maybe changing the play here.
Well, there's some pre-snap movement from Putnam City North's defense that can be kind of confusing for the offense of Putnam City.
Takes the snap, looks out to the flat. Ball's hit in the air, and we got it.
They got it.
Off.
They got it. Pick
and
six.
Marion Norman with the touchdown on the pick six.
That was all because of the pressure from Jaleel Johnson was right in the face of Putnam City's quarterback. He got great pressure and was right there and caused that mistake from Marcelius Hawkins. That was a great play.
So the Panthers make a mistake on offense, give the Pirates a short field. Pirates capitalize on that. Putnam City makes them pay. They get it back, and their defense is just really a poor thrown pass. I mean, it looked like it was a wide receiver screen on the outside there, and they just blew it up. And Amarian Norman took the ball, takes it in the end zone, and now the Panthers are back in it, 7-6 with 5:55 left in the first quarter. Extra point coming.
Well, and he kind of made up for Churchwell dropping that one earlier.
Kick is up. Kick is good. I don't see any flags, so we are tied up. 5:57 left to go in the first quarter.
So Putnam City will just have a couple of seconds here to kind of figure out what went wrong there and try to fix it.
Just costly mistakes. You can't have that, you know. And of course, Putnam City, you know, they're a 6A1 team. They play one of the toughest schedules in all of Oklahoma high school football. Putnam City North Panthers 6A2. So, but this is a district rivalry, so you know a lot on the line here, bragging rights and everything else. So.
Yeah, the schools aren't that far apart from each other, so a lot of these kids grow up going to the same camps together. You know, a lot of them are very familiar with each other. So whether that be good camaraderie or bad.
Well, you know, there was a point last year where the district wanted to kind of shut down football, and all three schools in the district, the players all got together and, you know, came together and really made their voices heard and were able to convince district leaders to keep playing. So
yeah, there's definitely some good ties between the three major Oklahoma City schools here: Putnam City West, Putnam City North, and Putnam City Original. They recently, you know, went through and built brand new stadiums for Putnam City West and Putnam City North, and then kind of revamped the original stadium. But all three, you know, are supposed to be similar in their look.
And you know, it was unfortunate for Putnam City North. Last year was the first year for the stadium, and they couldn't fill it. And I'm sure it was just very frustrating for fans and for the school.
It's great to look out here outside of the booth and see fans from, you know, side to side.
Kick is away. Line drive into the back of the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. So the ball will start out on the 20, or is it 25?
Putnam City North's looking a lot more confident right now, looking a lot more hyped. They're kind of starting to jaw at the other team, and we'll see if their defense can go back out there and kind of replicate what they just did.
Well, we talked about, you know, Jaleel Johnson. He's a man among
huge.
boys out there.
The very first play of the game, he was double teamed. I mean, and then they went to 4 down, and they couldn't really double team him.
But
like
you know, the good thing is there, yes, he's going to see a lot of double teams this year, but that's going to free up somebody.
Yeah.
And if they can take advantage of that, they're going to get some free shots at the quarterback. We've got 3 down linemen for this series, option pitch, and
great defense.
Great defense. And Marion Norman out there, he's doing it on both sides of the ball tonight, having an excellent game so far in this first quarter.
Yeah.
Second 11 coming up.
This coaching staff has got to feel great that they have, on all three levels of the defense, you have guys that just play exceptionally well.
Absolutely. Marcellus Hawkins looking to the sideline. Got three receivers out here at the top side. They got an ISO down low. Look at this ISO in the bottom of the field. Watch for a shot. Looked like it might have been a false start there. I don't see any flags, though. He's looking. Some pressure. He steps up. He's going to run for it. And missed tackle. But he finally is brought down at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Jaleel Johnson was in pursuit but got wrapped up with one of his own players. I think that was Ryan Gooch, number 32 there. They just tripped each other up. So sometimes that'll happen when you're on defense. You're going for the same guy, and you end up taking each other out.
So 1st and 10 for the Pirates on the 35. Moving the ball a little bit here. Hawkins gives up the middle. That's going to be number 21, Demarion Fields, senior running back.
Rocky Curry there, number 60 with the tackle.
North kind of alternating between 3 and 4 down linemen. Looks like they're going to go with 3 right here.
Yeah, they seem to be able to bring their linebacker and captain Jackson D'Souza down to play end sometimes.
Trips, we got an ISO on the bottom, a quick pitch. And there's pursuit, but he's getting away. Cuts inside, nice spin move, and he's going to get up past the first down marker, and that's going to be a first down. He's going to get out of bounds. That's number 24, Dontrell Harrison, senior running back. That was a good run there.
Yeah, these defensive players for Putnam City North, you know, they've been out there now 2 straight possessions.
Yeah.
Even though the first one was pretty quick, I mean, it doesn't take too many plays to start kind of huffing and puffing there.
Hawkins takes the pitch, looks like a design quarterback run, cuts up inside. He's going to get about 2 yards there.
Yeah, North was lucky because they weren't quite set when original hiked the ball. Looks like they're trying to
going quick offense, up tempo here. Not giving North a rest. North was not set.
North calls a timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah, they had some issues getting some guys in there and getting some fresh bodies because North is looking like, you know, they're starting to put hands on hips and looking like they're starting to get a little gassed.
So timeout with 3:40 left in the first quarter. Tied up 7-7 here. Excellent game so far.
Yeah.
And, you know, on that run there where he got up for that first down, number 35 for Cameron Cecil, he looked like he kind of had him maybe in the backfield, just couldn't quite get to him. So game of inches. It's the difference between a first down and no gain. So you can stay right here with Sportszone Oklahoma during halftime. We will show both bands. Last year, shortened halftime with bands. It was only the home team. This year, we're actually going to get to see visitors' bands play. So if you enjoy watching the band, we'll leave it right here for you, and you can watch that during halftime. So, Sean, you ready for some football? I know we're ready for some. We've had some college football already, and it's been exciting.
Yeah. Great time of year, but before you know it, I mean,
halfway
point of the season comes, and then from that time to the end of the season seems like it's a snap of the fingers.
Hawkins going to give up the right side. He's looking for some room, kind of being patient, looking for a hole. It never really developed. He's going to get a couple of yards there. That is number 24, Dontrell Harrison, senior running back. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 here.
I've noticed there's not a whole lot of north and south running with Putnam City Original. It doesn't look like they're trying to do too much between the tackles.
Got 4 wide receivers here. What I used to call an ace formation, 2 on each side. Dontrell Harrison in the backfield with Hawkins. Looking to the sideline. Play clock down to 2. They're going to have to use a timeout. And they will. Timeout Putnam City. 3:32 left in the first quarter. So we had an interesting game last night. The number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes travel up to Minnesota, take on the Gophers. And I got to be honest, as a Buckeye fan, I was pretty nervous at halftime in that game. So,
yeah, that was definitely a good one to start the season out with.
Yeah. And, of course, all eyes be on Norman tomorrow as the Sooners open up their season with Tulane after after Hurricane Ida forced the game to be moved to Norman. And they're all everybody's kind of scrambling down there to get this game ready. Not just the school and the stadium, but you got vendors and you got restaurants and people who aren't staffed up, weren't ready for a game this early. And so everybody's kind of scrambling to get that one ready, but should be a great day in Norman tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Cool story about that was OU painting the logo of Tulane on the field.
Yeah.
Really cool gesture, and that just shows Oklahomans are some of the best people in the country, just with their hospitality, and they'll show the people of New Orleans a good time, hopefully.
Back here, Hawkins takes a snap, looking out in the swing pass, and that's no good. That could have been borderline an actual pass.
Yeah, he just overthrew the running back there.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 4. Go for it here, or you pooch punt?
They must not have very much confidence in their punter.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it.
You got 4 yards.
Hawkins cuts up inside. He'll get the first down.
Yeah, with a dual threat quarterback like that, I mean, QB draw is they must know that that's pretty. That's a good play for them to run.
Hawkins takes a snap again. He's going to give up the middle, and he's cut backs up inside, cut outside. He just lost his footing. Looked like if he was able to keep his foot, he might have been able to cut it outside and get a big gain down there.
See, and they haven't been doing very much of that running in between their offensive linemen. They've stuck to kind of coming out to the outside, but the last 2 plays have been run up the middle, and it seemed to be working for him.
3 down linemen for the Panthers again. Hawkins looking to throw. He's got a tip pass there. That was great defense. That's number 8, Demarion Mason. He's a senior. In good position there, because I'll tell you what, the wide receiver looked like he was wide open, and that was going to go for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Great job by Mason getting a hand up there and knock that away.
Yeah, Demarion Mason's kind of kicking himself, but that was a great play. Great play.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1, and you got to think probably going to see Hawkins up the middle again. Quarterback draw up the middle. They need 1 yard, and he's actually going to give it, and he's going to get the first down.
He's really close.
Keandre Samuels, really junior running back. He's right on the line.
I don't know if they're giving him the first down. Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say it looked pretty quick snap. Chains aren't even set for this one. Hawkins going to keep it up the right side, breaking a couple tackles. Get about 7 yards there. Yeah, they didn't even have the chain set for that one.
Yeah, the offense made an adjustment just based off of what they've been doing early in the game. Running to the outside, and then you start having some success on the inside. All to most likely try to just confuse the defense a little bit.
Hawkins ready for the snap. He gets it. He's running out to the right side. Kind of a quasi option there. Good hit there by number 33. That's the sophomore linebacker. But I think he's going to have the first down.
Yeah, they look like they're kind of going with that option. Allow Hawkins to kind of run to the outside, see if that's open. If it is, take off. If it's not. But I don't see any wide receivers really turning to look for the ball. It looks like they've been blocking, so maybe that's a designed run all the way. He may be just slowing down to let those blocks develop.
Yeah. Play clock running down here. They may end up taking a timeout. Play clock's at 5.
Yeah, they are not set.
Yeah. They're going to have to take a timeout. Now they're resetting the play clock. So the officials calling for a reset on the play clock. So another
Probably
40 seconds there.
Well, certainly longer than.
Yeah.
Maybe they just started it too early.
Maybe. Pirates coming in. It's been a long drive, taking a lot of time off the clock here.
Yeah, North's defense has got to be gassed at this point.
Condre Samuel's in there as in the backfield. Throw up the right side, and there was double coverage there, and it looked like a good thrown ball. Just receiver just couldn't get his hands on it.
Well, it looked like I believe number 18 there for North just got his hand up there just in time to bat that ball away.
Cameron Shrine for the Pirates was the wide receiver. TJ Bohannon, the sophomore, on the defensive back there making the play.
Yeah, Destin Lay and TJ Bohannon both looked like they were in on that play.
And they come back up to the line. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's going to be in the backfield. No gain there. Going to bring him down in the backfield. Number 90. That's Davion Calvert-Elam. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, he blew that play up from the beginning.
Yeah. That's going to bring up 3rd and 17 for Putnam City. 4 down territory down here, unless I'm not sure what they have as far as a kicker. I didn't pay attention during warm-ups how good they were making, if they were making any kicks or. So 3rd and long here. Would think it's a passing situation. Hawkins looking to pass.
And he gets that picked off.
And it's picked off.
Yeah.
Picked off by the Panthers, bringing it up the right side. He's got to protect the ball. He's coming in from behind. Looked like he was trying to strip.
Oh,
but he's breaking it loose. He's gone. He's going up the right sideline. And that's going to be a Panther touchdown. Trell Churchwell, the junior.
He gets redemption for the dropped interception earlier in the game.
Incredible job there.
It from, what was that, 90 yards, 95 yards?
It looked like about 95 yards.
My goodness. And I
don't see any flags on the field. Yeah, actually we do. We do have a flag on the field down here.
They're getting called
on the
back.
48.
They're getting called back. That's unfortunate because that was a huge momentum shift. And this defense has been on the field long enough, and they've got to be just tired. And, man, that can deflate a team right there.
That's, you get that adrenaline pumping, you get a pick like that, and you're going the other way, and you're excited, and you just make that's probably
this is offense. This is offense going back on the field. But there is a flag, so I think they were just wanting to get their offense huddled up to see what it's going to be. But it doesn't look like Originals.
No, it looks like the interception stands.
Okay.
There was probably a hold or a block in the back on the return, and so that's why it's coming back.
That negates the pick six.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they get the interception, and they're going to take them back.
Holding on the offense during the return.
But they
that's
start
what they
at the 30-yard line. I mean, yes, you'd want to score there, obviously, but this gives their defense a rest.
Right.
Their defense would have had to come right back out, and those guys have been on the field for a long time. So this gives them some time to, sit down, talk over what worked, what didn't work, what adjustments they'd like to make.
And it's only the first quarter. You start, so there's no rush here.
Yeah.
Laverty takes the snaps, look to the right side. He's got a receiver out there. He's going to get up. He breaks a couple tackles, cuts it back up inside, up to about the 45-yard line.
Gained 15 yards there. That was a great throw.
Nice. That was a great run after the catch.
Yeah.
He made something happen there. He turned a 5-yard gain into a 15-yard gain.
Yeah. Was that number 10 there?
That was
Reese Moffitt.
Yeah.
You can really tell that's
Laverty looking at screen, wide receiver screen out there.
You can tell Moffitt is one of Carson's favorite targets out there.
Yes, absolutely.
Because he does stuff like that. I mean, he's a very shifty guy.
And it was a question mark was going to be who was going to be Carson's primary targets this year.
Yeah.
Jeff Nwankwo, the extremely tall wide receiver from last year, graduated. He's not here this year. So having to fill some roles here, and we were wondering who would it be, and I think we found the answer here.
It's going to be offsides on Putnam City original.
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't like college where you can step 3 yards over the line and come back as long as you're back before the ball's hiked, but
Laverty facing a 2nd and 3. He's going to look up the right sideline.
He's
he's got a wide open wide receiver, number 4.
That's a touchdown.
That's cut back up inside, and that is going to be a touchdown. That's number 4, Cameron Scott, a senior wide receiver.
They faked it. They pump faked to Moffitt to get those.
Let's take a look at that. Touchdown.
That was a great play design right there. So the 2 plays before that, you had Moffitt out on the outside, just throwing a little hitch to him, and then that 3rd time they pump faked it to him, and then you had
extra point here. High snap, gets it down, and the kick is good. So 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Panthers take a 14-7 lead over Putnam City. So quite an exciting game going on right now.
you wonder if that was a little too quick,
Yeah.
Now your defense has to go back out there. But it is only the first quarter, and
Yeah.
you think these guys are a little bit more in condition to.
So what's going to be interesting is it's hot today.
Yeah.
It's been hot all day. It hit 100 today. It's probably still going to be in the 90s at the end of this game. So as we get in late in the second half, cramping is going to probably be a problem.
Yeah.
All these kids are going to have to keep Gatorade or Powerade or whatever they're drinking, try to stay hydrated. I really anticipate probably seeing some players start to cramp up once we get into the second half.
We'll start downing some pickle juice or get the mustard out.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Some of these schools might be giving some IVs at halftime. You never know.
Yeah.
So, exciting game going on right here at Putnam City North High School. It's always great when a rivalry game turns out like this.
Yeah.
So, great crowd here tonight. So we got 16 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Kick is away. Good kick, going to be fielded about the 7. Setting up for a good return here. And just stays right up the middle. Going to be down about the 33-yard line. That was number 9, Jaden Sarath. He's listed as a sophomore. Must be a backup quarterback. Got about 10 seconds left in this first quarter. And, yeah. I had the scoreboard messed up. There we go. Had some people commenting on YouTube, said the scoreboard was backwards, and you're right. That was my fault. Hawkins going to take a direct snap right up the middle. Design quarterback draw. Right up to about the 40. They're going to put him down at about the 39.
Just like the players.
And that will bring the end of the first quarter. Putnam City North Panthers 14. Putnam City Pirates 7. You're watching Sportszone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube.
Francis Tuttle and Putnam City Schools partners in education for over 20 years, providing career and technical training for high school and adult students. Francis Tuttle has 3 campuses to serve you and more. Visit francistuttle.edu or visit the school's career counselor.
For those aspiring to change the world, the curious, the inspired, the healers, the innovators. What you imagine, you create. Dare to imagine the future you at Francis Tuttle.
And we're back here, second quarter. Give up the middle. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Pirates. Hawkins just going to keep it up the middle. He'll get the first down. Pirates with the ball near midfield. Clock running, second quarter.
Jaleel Johnson comes back out on the defensive line there after getting a brief rest.
Panthers staying with those 3 down linemen. Jaleel Johnson coming in from the backside.
And they're keeping it, they're looking like they're trying to keep their plays away from him. You always know what kind of player you are whenever the opposing team refuses to run your way. He may be the most physically imposing player out there on the field tonight.
Yeah. You know, I believe during that interception they had down here near the goal earlier for the Panthers, I think they had 4 down linemen during that play. Wonder if we see them go back to that anytime soon. 3 down linemen again. Swing pass out to the right side. Cuts back up inside. Good pursuit by the Panthers. You got number 8 and number 33 there for the tackle. That's going to be Demarion Mason, number 8. And 33 is Jackson D'Souza, the sophomore. Putnam City in no hurry. They look like they're content running the clock down if they can. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Play clock at 10.
Yeah,
they might have to use a timeout here if they don't get the snap off. Down to 3. They're going to have to take a timeout. And play clock runs out. And we do have a timeout.
It looks like they're just trying to change too much, you know. I mean, 2 seconds left, and the quarterback's over there looking for, you know, a new signal to see what the defense is lining up in.
And I'll tell you what, that is a coaching mistake.
Yeah.
As a coach, you got to know where that play clock is. You got to get your play in. You can't put these players in that kind of a position. So they burn another timeout here with 9:38 to go in the first half. Let's check in while we got some time here. Let's check in on the chat and see if anybody is what they're saying. Yeah, we understand I had the scoreboard messed up. I apologize for that. Tyon White says, I'm a freshman. I'm on the freshman squad for North. Shout out to you, Tyon. The fans view, Zabit, Jay Lombard, Mark Fiskus. Thank you all for commenting. We'll try to check those comments during timeouts and things like that. So if you have anything to say, you got any questions, shoot them out there. We'll be happy to answer them. You are watching Putnam City North football exclusively on Sportszone Oklahoma on YouTube. Pirates lined up, ready to go, facing a 3rd and 5. Snap, swing out to the left side. He's going to cut back up inside, gets a nice block out there by his wide receiver. He's going to get the first down up to about, looks like they're going to put him down on the 35-yard line. Play clock running down again. They're still looking to the sideline. Down to 15. They get lined up. Takes a snap. He's going to give up the middle, and he's met immediately by number 57. Big number 57, Jeremiah Moore Jr. meets the running back right in the line. Excellent hit there.
Yeah, Jeremiah Moore, one of those players that plays both sides. He's on the offensive line.
Nice when you see those big guys up front making plays like that.
They go with 4 down again.
Yeah, haven't seen it too much. Hawkins looking to throw. He's got a receiver up the right side, and
that was caught.
He's caught. He's going to be down at about the 2. So, excellent pitch and catch, and that's number 2, Sean Hill, a junior.
Cooper Atterbury, number 24, did everything he could. Everything but turn around and look for that ball.
Right.
But he threw a hand up there to try to swat it down and just couldn't. That was a perfectly thrown ball there by Hawkins.
So one thing I've noticed here, Sean, is when Putnam City North does go with 4 down linemen, the Pirates have thrown the ball.
Yeah.
With 3 down linemen, they run it.
It does open up some more of those passing lanes.
Off tackles, nowhere to go. Number 33, that's the sophomore. Jackson D'Souza again on the stop. Number 24 is Dontrell Harrison with the carry. So,
yeah, back to the defensive line. Every time you bring another lineman down, that you have to move that piece from somewhere else in the secondary and the linebacker core. So that leaves you with, not as much back in the 2nd and 3rd levels of the defense.
Panther defense needs to stiffen up right here. 3 down linemen again. They're going to run it off left tackle, and they just shut it down. He might get about a yard.
That was a run look all the way from Putnam City original.
That's Harrison with the carry.
I believe they had 2 wide receivers flexed out.
Clock continues to run in second half. Line up, quick hit, and there's going to be a flag there. I think that's a false start on the Pirates.
Either a false start or a illegal motion, or let's see what the ref says.
See what we have here with the penalty. Didn't look like they were set when they snapped the ball. It's an illegal shift. So that's a big mistake for Putnam City. And they were trying to get up to the line. They wanted Hawkins to run that ball quickly, trying to catch the Panthers off guard. But you got to get set before you snap that ball.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, when you start going up tempo, costly mistakes start happening. You got to be really, really on it and very disciplined to be able to get up and run up-tempo offense like that.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. So essentially 3rd and goal from the 8.
Yeah, up-tempo offense isn't as easy as just running your regular offense faster.
Got to be thinking a pass here. It's probably 2 down territory. And Hawkins is going to look to throw, and now he's going to look to tuck and take off. Can he get to the end zone?
And he does.
And he did. Touchdown, Putnam City. There was one guy out there with a chance to make that tackle, Dazion Matthews, and he just couldn't get to him. And Hawkins gets in the end zone.
Yeah, he looked to pass, and nobody was really coming open, so he just took it on himself.
Extra point away from tying this up with 6:35 to go in the half. Back and forth battle between the Pirates and the Panthers. Kick is up, and it's good. So we're tied up. 14-14, 6:35 left to go in this first half. You're watching Putnam City North Panther football on Sportszone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube.
Professional recyclers wants to help fund different athletics and fine arts. Located in professional recycling located throughout the district. Donate your household coat, clothes, and shoes.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, we have been informed, thanks to our chat, thanks to Hunter Birmingham, told us number 33 is Hayden Thornton, a senior. So our roster is wrong. We do apologize to Hayden for that. So Hayden Thornton, senior, number 33, we do apologize.
Yeah, we've got him down for number 34 here.
32 from the 41.
All right, we're back here at Putnam City North High School. Got a pass out in the flats, number 11. So apologize about that. We had some unfortunate technical difficulties here. Had a blue screen here on our computer. I've never had that before, so
Yeah,
hopefully we're back up and you guys are watching us.
Just to catch everybody up, Amarian Nortman took the ball up the middle twice, and then you didn't miss much. You really only missed about 3 plays if you're on the live stream with us.
Trying to get everything back operating. 4:46 on the clock.
We got holding on offense. It was a nice play, but it's going to get called back here.
Sean, I'm going to leave it to you while I try to get us
Sure.
reset here.
An unfortunate holding call there. Cameron Scott had a great pass over the middle, and it gets called back. 43-yard line for Putnam City North. Offense just looking over to the sideline to get their call. Looks like they're ready to go.
Clock is running. Get us back up.
So Normant takes the ball up the middle. He's going to get about 12 yards.
Okay, so hopefully we are back now and working. So I apologize to everybody for the technical problems.
So they got really on first down with a big penalty like that. They got really what you'd like, and that was half their distance back.
Clock is running, about 4 minutes to go in the half. Stick around for the bands at halftime. We'll show you those.
So now with second and long, you just, you don't have to go for it all here. You can
Laverty looking outside, looking in the flats. He's got a receiver out there. That's number 10.
There's another
Moffitt.
penalty. Looks like it's in the backfield. So either
Probably
roughing
holding.
the passer or
Could be a holding penalty.
yeah. Well, Putnam City North seems to think that it's going against original here. Carson Laverty was signaling that it's going the other way. So, and he was on the ground after that pass. So, leads you to believe that it's probably roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's what we thought. It was roughing the passer, and that's gonna be a 15-yard penalty. So that puts them in getting really close to the red zone here.
Fresh set of downs. 3:41 to go, plenty of time. Panthers hoping to go in with the lead here at halftime. Play clock's down to 7. They've got to hurry or they're going to have to take a timeout here. 4 seconds, 3, 2. They do get the snap off. Laverty gives it to Mario Normandy, bounces it to the outside, cuts inside, makes a couple man's miss, bounces again.
It was a great cut.
All that running for about a 2-yard gain. So, great job by Mario Normand there on the run. Play clock to 15. Laverty still looking for a play. Play clock down to 10. Play clock at 2. He does finally get it off.
Oh, wide open.
Wide open over the middle, number 33.
That's Hayden Thornton there.
Hayden Thornton there. Let's take a look at that again with your replay.
And it just releases, after a couple seconds, and nobody
Yeah.
accounted for him, and he was wide open in the middle of the field. That was a great play. We got a flag down on the field.
To see what this flag is.
It didn't look like anything. I don't even know if both teams were set yet. Maybe just some unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, so two players were probably just jawing with each other, and the ref said, "I've had enough."
Now, if they get another one, they get kicked out. So, extra point. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So the North Panthers take a 21-14 lead with 3:27 left to go in the half. Carson Laverty finds, is that Hayden Thornton, number 33? Yep. Over the middle for the touchdown. And just a back and forth game here. Still plenty of time left on the clock for the Pirates if they want to try to make a drive down to the end zone and tie this up. Panthers got to be talking about on defense, so now what are we going to do?
Yeah, that was a nice long drive. You'd like to give your, I know I've been talking about it a lot, but I mean, just that time to rest and relax a little bit on the bench is, that's crucial. Especially when it's this hot out, and late in the game, like we said, cramping might become an issue. You limit a lot of that by being able to get breaks.
Yeah. Well, we are about ready to go after the score, so these teams look pretty evenly matched tonight.
Yeah.
North ready to kick off here. Gets the whistle. Another good kick. Kicking it to the side, though. Now he's going to field it about the 2. He's going to bring it up. And he's going to be brought down at about the 24-yard line. You know, it's always kind of, got to make the coaches nervous when your kicker kicks it off to the side like that, because if that goes out of bounds, they get the ball up on the 40. So, 3:21 to go.
Plenty of time.
Yeah,
that's
plenty of time for the Pirates. But I can definitely see with Putnam City what they're doing over there is they're trying to wait and see what defense the Panthers are going to line up in before they make their call. And it seems like it all depends on if it's a 3-down lineman or a 4-down lineman as to which way they're going to go with their offensive call.
Yeah.
We got 3-down linemen here for the Panthers. So look for a run here. Option. And Hawkins is going to keep it up the left side. He'll get up to about the 30, maybe the 31. Clock is running. Hawkins taking the snap. Another run to the left side. Cuts back up inside the middle. There's a big hole there. Just leads himself up to the 45.
We got a flag out on the field.
Let's see what this flag is. 2:41 to go in the half.
North seems to think it's on original there.
See what the call is here.
Maybe a holding.
Personal foul
Oh.
against the Panthers.
Wondering if that was
It's a
number
15-yarder.
Churchwell, because he got up. He was in on that tackle.
That'll bring the ball up to the Panther 40. So 2:41 to go. Panthers or the Pirates now in Panther territory, looking to tie this game up before halftime. That North defense need to stiffen up here. 3-down linemen look for another run. Motion up front. Hawkins, he's going to give it off to the left side, but he doesn't find the corner. He might get a yard. Looking like no gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So he does get 1 yard on the play. Ten seconds on the play clock. Hawkins with Harrison in the backfield with him. A quick pitch. Oh, Johnson got in there quick, and he pitches out to Harrison. Harrison's going to find room on the right side, and he's out at about the 30.
That was a big hit.
Clock is stopped now. The clock is now running. Our clock isn't exactly matched up with the game clock, so just a few seconds behind here. But clock is running. Pirates looking, get down there. They're on the 30. They're not in a hurry. 3-down linemen for the Panthers. Hawkins to the right side again with the keeper. He cuts back, cuts right back into Jaleel Johnson, and he is going to be brought down. They're going to say no gain. They mark him down at the 30. Hawkins tried to go to the right side, cut it back left, and ran right into Jaleel Johnson, big number 92.
Yeah, there were a lot of maroon jerseys right there. Really nowhere for Harkins to go. Well, Mike, do you think Original takes a shot here?
I don't think they're going to get in the end zone with 45 seconds to go running the ball. I think that Hawkins is going to have to take a shot, but having thrown 2 picks already, I don't know how much confidence Putnam City's coaching staff has in Hawkins right now. But I just don't. If you want to try to tie this up, you want to score, I think you got to take your shot. You're looking at a 3rd and 7 here. It's obviously 2-down territory.
You maybe think about, bringing your running back out of the backfield on a wheel route or something.
Yeah. We'll have to see if Hawkins has time to get that throw off on a wheel route. They've thrown that swing pass several times. So I don't know what's going on here. Play clock is, I guess the officials are still talking. Trying to figure out what they want.
I believe they're fixing
they want time
the
back on the clock.
Yeah.
To 57 seconds.
Little clock management there.
And now it's running. So, of course, and then they stop it again. Is it 57? We are not exactly synced with their clock, so we're trying to keep this all straight. Clock is now running. Inside of a minute, Hawkins is going to give up the middle. There's a little bit of a hole that gets filled right away. Clock is still running. Pirates are going to have to hurry here. They're taking way too much time. Clock running. They have a long ways to go here. I mean, they still have about 22 yards, and now they're taking time looking to the side. I don't know if they're going to get in the end zone here. They may only have one more shot. Hawkins looking to run up the right side. He's immediately hit by number 33. So
I don't really understand that call there.
I don't either. I mean, he must have lost the ball because it is Panther ball.
Well, that was 4th down.
It was 4th down?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was 3rd down. All right, well, how much time's on that clock? Is it 13?
Yeah, 13 and a half seconds left.
Call it 14. So, Pirates failed to capitalize. And you're right, Sean. I just don't understand that play calling. I don't understand it.
I mean, I know they're trying to get the first down there, and then maybe the clock stops, but why would you not take a shot at least? That's confusing.
Now, the Pirates do get the ball to start the second half, and Laverty is just going to take a knee and put an end to this first half. So as the clock runs down, Putnam City North Panthers 21, Putnam City Pirates 14 here at halftime here at Putnam City North High School. You're watching Putnam City North High School football on the Sportszone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube. The bands are coming up next. You don't want to miss that. And welcome back here to Putnam City North High School, where we're just about ready to get started with the second half. Panthers lead 21-14 over Putnam City Pirates. Sean, first half, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, obviously in the beginning of the game, some mental errors from Putnam City North. You had a couple of bad snaps that just turned into some positive plays for Putnam City Original, but after they settled down, they really looked like a different team. They got a lot more confident. If I could say, they kind of got a swag to them that you didn't really see in the beginning of the game. But first game jitters are definitely a real thing, and yeah, we saw them really come out and get a lot more composed and poised, and then they were able to just move the ball up and down the field, get their defense some rest, and it's been a really good game so far.
Pirates will get the ball to start the second half. They ended that first half with the ball driving, and to me, I just characterize it as poor clock management, some poor play calling, unable to capitalize there. They could have possibly tied the game up going into halftime and then would be having a possession here to try to take the lead. Now they're still playing behind, and they need to catch up.
Yeah, they've got what I call a Prairie Dog Offense, where they'll get up to the line, and that's Putnam City Original. They'll look and see what the defense is showing, and then they'll look over to their sideline to see if they need to make any kind of an adjustment.
Going to have a return here. He's trying to find the middle of the field. A couple of holes there. Gets just past the 20. So Marcellus Hawkins, the senior quarterback, he's going to lead them out on the field. And, the Pirates, they look kind of like they're becoming one-dimensional here. They're relying almost solely on the run.
Yeah.
They had a couple of picks, and they just haven't really wanted to throw the ball since then.
Yeah, the coaches don't look very confident in
and here's a motion end around with the wide receiver. Just a quick pitch. He'll get a couple of yards there. That's going to be number 2, Sean Hill, junior running back, went in motion and got the pitch from Hawkins.
Yeah, they're going to the coaches for Original are likely going to start trying to, implement more of these types of plays, jet sweeps, because even their swing passes are being overthrown. They just don't look like they're very confident in him throwing the ball right now.
Hawkins looking over the sideline. Play clock under 10. He's going to give it off again, and there's going to be pressure up in the backfield, and that'll be a loss. Be back to the 25-yard line. That was 24, Dontrell Harrison on the carry. And most of the game for the Pirates, it's been Harrison or Hawkins carrying the ball.
Yeah.
Three down linemen. Actually 2. Jaleel Johnson's up in a 2-point stance on the end of the line there for the Panthers. He'll stay in a 2-point stance. Linebacker walking up, Hayden Thornton. Looks like we might get a blitz. And he backs off. And Hawkins is going to try to throw again up to the left side. He's got a wide receiver, and it is caught around the 45-yard line. Looks like the 47-yard line. Did you catch that number? Was that number 11?
Yes.
That was Marquise Smith, the senior wide receiver, with the catch.
That pass was on a rope, too. And what better way for a coaching staff to get a little bit more confident in your quarterback than to see him put one on a dot like that.
Hawkins keeps it over the left side this time. He'll get a couple of yards. I mean, you're right. That's the best way to instill confidence back in your quarterback is having him complete a pass like that.
Sometimes you just need to see it hit the hands of your receiver. Same thing with receivers. Sometimes you just need to see the ball hit your hands and, for you to kind of get over what you've done in the past and then get into some kind of a rhythm.
So we had a penalty on the play against the Panthers. I didn't catch what that was,
Maybe
but
a
it's a
late hit out of
15-yard
bounds.
penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Can't have those kind of penalties in a close game like this.
Well, and you've got those Putnam City North players over there. The tackle goes into the bench of Putnam City Original, and you've got all the students for Original over in that section, and it's loud and it's ruckus, and so I wonder if it's just some taunting or something like that.
Yeah, and as this game stays close, the later we get in the game, we're probably going to get a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some jawing on the field.
Well, like I said, in the first of the game, the first drive, it kind of deflated Putnam City North, but once they started putting some things together, they started getting a little bit more confident, and you see them start talking to the players from Original a little bit more.
Hawkins looking to throw. getting some pressure up there. He steps up. He is going to throw over the middle of the field.
That's
He's got a wide receiver and caught in the end zone. His helmet comes off, but that is a touchdown. That is number 2, Sean Hill with the touchdown catch.
It was a beautiful throw and catch right there.
Let's see if we have it on the helmet coming off. Extra point coming up. Officials talking to the kicker here. Not sure what's going on here. I'll tell you what, Sean, that was a heck of a play by Hawkins, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Had some pressure. He steps out. Looks like he's going to run. He had Green in front of him. He could have got a big gain.
Yeah.
Instead, he pulls up, finds the receiver over the middle of the field, finds Hill, and the Pirates are right back in this. An extra point away from tying this game with 9:59 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Hawkins looks to have a really strong arm. I mean, he zipped that pass in there, and even the catch, I mean, that just looks like what you see on Saturdays in college football.
We have a flag here. Looks like a delay of game.
Which I just looked over, and the clock wasn't even, the play clock wasn't even rolling. Huh.
Referee trying to sort it out. Back him up for the extra point here. Let's see if we can get this through here. The way this game is going right now, a missed extra point could be huge. Kick is up, and that is good. So we're tied up. 9:58 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 21. And that's just kind of, more of the first half is what we're seeing. I mean, two seems like very evenly matched teams. They're going back and forth. And right now, offense rules the day out here.
Yep.
To start this second half. I do want to take a moment to thank everybody who is watching us live on YouTube. This is Sportszone Oklahoma, home for Putnam City North Panther football, home football games.
I look down at the Putnam City North sideline, and I see Hayden Thornton talking to number 8, Demarion Mason, and that's just something captains do. It's something you don't get when you're watching over a live stream. Is you don't see what's happening on the sidelines, and I mean that was a leadership moment there for him to go and just tell him to take a breath and try to forget about that play. I'm not sure if Mason was involved in the defense there on the touchdown play.
There's going to be a lot of things to look at on the film when they take a look at this.
Yeah.
That last touchdown too. It just tells you, you have to stick with your assignment because it looked like maybe a busted play. Looked like Hawkins was going to get outside. But that doesn't mean you can drop your assignment if you're in the defensive backfield.
Right.
And so they just lost track of that wide receiver coming over the middle, Hill, and Hawkins was able to find him. So
coach is trying to push their players a little bit more towards the center of the field because at any point the onside kick could come. I mean, you just never know with a formation like this. And they're not going to do it this time, but I guarantee you sometimes they do catch teams off guard and go ahead and kick that onside.
I would think they have a call, like if you see a certain alignment, if they're not lined up a certain way.
And that's why the coaches were shoving them over, saying get over to the center of the field.
Kick is away. We will have a return here. Fields it around the 5. He's coming back towards the middle of the field, trying to find a lane. He's got a blocker out there. He's cut up the sideline. Pack inside, up to about the 45, loses the ball, but they call it
they call
dead.
it
Okay.
We got a couple players on the floor. Number 30 for Putnam City Original. Looks like he's hobbling off. Nothing too bad.
So they got the ball marked back here at the 30. I'm guessing that's where he stepped out. I have to admit, I didn't see it very close. I didn't see if he stepped out or not, but officials right down there on top of it. So Carson Laverty and these Panthers, we get their first crack in this second half. Laverty is going to fake the handoff and cut inside. Probably going to lose a couple of yards here. Did not fool the Pirates on that one. They were ready for that one. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Panthers.
I'd like to see Carson air it out a little bit on this drive.
Well, he's definitely got a couple of targets that he's been looking at today, Moffitt being one of them. So if we get an isolation, it looks like we do have an isolation man-on-man here on the bottom side of the screen, but Laverty is looking to the right side, roll out, quick out pattern there, and going to break a couple tackles. He'll get up close to the first down. He's going to be about a yard short, and that is Moffitt. So that's been his favorite target tonight. But keep an eye on that formation, because down here on the bottom side of the screen, it was a tight man-on-man, and the corner was pressing there. You get that kind of a coverage, you can maybe take one deep here if you can beat him. Lot of room. Cornerback giving a lot of room up there on the right side to Moffitt. Maybe look for a quick out, maybe a curl route here. It's 3rd and 1 here, so, and they're just going to keep it on the ground right up the middle. There's a hole. He breaks free. Spin move, and Marion Normant up inside the 30, 45-yard line. Great run on 3rd and 1 by Marion Normant.
Yeah, he hit the B button right when he felt contact and got a few more yards out of that. That's just good running right there.
That was excellent running, yeah. Coach Laverty earlier today telling us he's had several offers from D2 schools, including UCO right here in Edmond. Have to keep an eye on how his career progresses. Laverty, a bad snap. It looks like a false start.
Yeah, it looked like Moffitt started to take off a little early there in the backfield. Or not Moffitt, Normant. Normant started to move before the ball was snapped.
So that'll back him up.
It's only 5 yards, but still, I mean, 5 yards can make a big difference in a drive like this, where you're trying to move the ball down the field.
So that will be a 1st and 15 coming up for the Panthers.
You kind of take the approach of the last time they were in a situation where they were 1st and long, where you just want to make up half that distance. You don't need to go for it all right now, obviously, but make up 7 or 8 yards, and then you're looking pretty good.
Laverty back to pass, quick pressure, and he's hit. And is that a live ball? They're saying it's incomplete.
Yeah. They sent the house defensively. Putnam City Original just sent everyone. It looks like they blitzed everybody but the secondary, and he just, wasn't ready for that.
He's very lucky he was able to get that away, and it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah. Original knew it was probably a passing play, and they dialed it up correctly.
Play clock down to 10. Laverty brings him to the line. 2nd and 15. Snap. Laverty's looking for a receiver. Steps up in the pocket. Got room to run. He'll tuck it. He's pretty quick. He's going to get up in there. He's not sure whether he wanted to slide or if he was going to take on the...
Well, I think that it was way too late to slide, and he had another guy on his right. He was kind of surrounded at that point. You never want to slide into a guy's legs. The optics of that just aren't great.
Sure.
That
does give him a 1st down. up on the 34-yard line. Panthers moving the
No.
ball.
Well, does it? Or is that the original?
No, it's first down.
Okay.
Clock is running. A quick pitch.
Oh,
Trell
nice.
Churchwell
Nice
up the
blocking.
left side. Tries a spin move. Gets pushed out
Oh,
at
it's
around the 21.
I think one of those blocks is going to get them
Was there a
called
flag?
back.
We got a flag on the field.
I think
so
there was a block in the back on that second block there, because there was a perfect block right there in front after the ball was pitched, but that second block there, that was right in the back of the defender. Yeah, you can't do that.
Churchwell with the carry, but it's not going to count. So Panthers are going to get backed up here.
Yeah, North just keeps kind of shooting themselves in the leg, you know.
You kind of wonder if we see what we saw earlier in the game where we get somebody release up the middle, where they had that pass over the middle earlier in the game.
There's at least one deep safety, so depending on what side of the field he's on, and it looks like now another safety's going to come back.
Well, they start to back up, then they're moving back, so we'll have to see what is going on here. Officials are talking about it. Have a holding on the Panthers. Dead ball, sideline warning against the Panthers.
I did see a guy talking to an offensive lineman, so maybe it wasn't that block. Maybe there was a clean block there.
Okay.
I just assumed, bodies went flying there, and then the flag came out immediately.
6:46 to go in the third quarter. Backing them up again. Looking to have about, first and 24, 25? You don't have to get it all at once. So
Yeah, this is the situation I was just talking about. You don't need it all at once. Get half of it if you can, because now you've got 2 downs to at least get you pretty close.
And that's what they're going to do. Norman up the middle. He's just going to try to fight. He's still moving. The pile is moving.
They blew that whistle dead. They blew that play dead though before the.
They're going to put him down at the 39-yard line. So that moving the pile, they're going to give him that. They're going to give him the forward progress there. So that's exactly what we're talking about. So now you go from first and 24, 25 to second and 15, manageable. Now if you can end it with a 3rd and 6,
Yeah.
Now you're back in this for this drive. So we'll see what Laverty does here. And he's going to hold on to it. It's got some pressure coming inside. He looked like he was, and the ball comes loose, but I think they already called him down.
Yeah, that looked like design run all the way. There was a blocker that released to go upfield. I don't believe he was going to be a target, but he looked like he was going to get to the second level of the block.
So we have a 3rd and 15 coming up. Obvious passing situation.
Yeah, although sometimes depending on where you're at in the field,
I've seen so many times
you'll just
a draw play in a situation like this.
QB draw or even running back draw.
Not that I agree with those calls, but
right.
Yeah.
But it's just, in those cases you think, all right, what are our chances we
Laverty,
get this?
quick hit outside, and he's going to try to get up to 27.
So now we've got
It's a 4th down.
4th and 4 or 4th and 5. No, 4th and 4.
Yeah.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah.
It looks like.
I'm not sure what the kicking situation is like for the Panthers. So yeah, Laverty's still out there. He's going to go for it.
They drew him offside. Yeah.
Okay, flag.
That looked to be what their purpose was, to try to get them to go offside, and they were successful at it. Oh, it was
That's
a
on the
false
Panthers.
start.
Wow.
Oh, no. Okay, so now here you probably want to pooch kick it.
Yeah.
I just don't see.
But if you pooch it and it gets in the end zone, you've only backed them up 10 yards. I think the Panthers go for it here. We've got 3 receivers outside. ISO here on the bottom. Oh, and then we have another.
Well, here's the thing. Putnam City Original has a guy that has crossed the line twice.
Right.
And that second time was what caused Putnam City North to jump there. Yeah, they're backing Putnam City North up. I don't necessarily agree with that. If you've got a guy that's causing your offensive line to move, I feel like the rule is
yeah, I know it
pretty plain there.
In the other levels of football, you have to have contact, or else you can get back as a defender. But
all
right,
you also
so fourth down here, pooch kick, and it will go into the end zone.
You also can't do anything that kind of causes you can't call out any calls. That's a delay of game.
Right.
But you also can't purposely flinch to try to get the offensive line to move.
So a couple of costly penalties there for the Panthers on that drive. They were moving the ball down the field. Kind of looked like they were going to take the go-ahead lead here, and then so the pooch kick goes in the end zone. Ball will come out to the 20, and the Pirates will come out here and get a shot. 4:32 to go in the third quarter. We've got a tie game. Great game here tonight.
Yeah.
Panthers coming out here. So if you're Putnam City, after successfully throwing the ball in the last possession,
you go back to that. I would think. I mean, you've instilled confidence into Hawkins and to be able to throw the ball. He just got to find some targets, It looks like their offense has definitely come alive.
He's going to fake the pitch and keep it. Design quarterback run up the left side. He'll get a couple of yards there. He was pursued by number 8, Demarion Mason.
It almost looks like the Putnam City Original offensive line. I've seen this several times. It looks like they're starting to go just a fraction of a second before the ball is snapped.
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye out for that and see, because it looks like they're starting to move just right before. Maybe it's just the center is snapping it pretty slow, but that's now about the third or fourth time I've seen that.
I'd expect a run here. He's talking with his back. Hawkins, it's an option, quick pitch. Nowhere to go on that one, though. Panthers were ready for that one.
Yeah, he got stood up, and that's what you want to see out of your defenders, is that they have some of that, push whenever they meet a ball carrier like that.
That's what you like to see if you're a coach, too, is your defense pursuing to the ball. I mean, it wasn't one person making the tackle. You had 3 guys in there with red jerseys.
Yeah, that's how it was
pitch.
in the first half. At the end of the first half, they were gang tackling. Their defenders were swarming to the ball. Does look like we have a player from Putnam City Original who's down. Looks like training staff is tending to someone over there.
So timeout on the field for an injury. Tied up at 21, 3:24 to go in the third quarter.
A trainer is stretching someone out down there.
And we talked about that in the first half.
We brought that up earlier, that you're going to see some cramps, and that I highly doubt this is the last one that we see. No,
I think this, we said getting into the fourth quarter, we're almost to the fourth quarter, that we would start seeing people cramping up. So, so you're right, Sean, probably not seeing the last of this. Let's take the time to see if anybody has been commenting on YouTube. We have the fans view, said a good first. It was a great first half. Fans view said, check out Hefner's 7th grade 50-0 win over Enid on his YouTube channel. So go check the Fans View YouTube channel if you want to see some good Putnam City middle school football.
And Hefner is my my alma mater, middle school.
That's where my wife's principal, so yeah.
Yep. I was a Hefner Viking.
All right, so back here to action. Pirates with the football. Hawkins is looking to pass. He's got a receiver up the left side who's beat his man, and he just overthrew the football. He had a step. He had a step on him, and he had all green in front of him if they could have connected there.
The problem there is that I believe Putnam City North blitzed about 5 defenders. And so they were in Hawkins' face pretty quickly. And I believe this is the first punt of the ball game.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing Putnam City's punt team out there earlier. So
this is the first. That's how good of a first half that was. That it didn't need to be a punt in that first half. But yeah, Hawkins just had defenders in his face, and who knows if that throws the
good punt.
The timing off of that throw.
He'll field it down around the 32 and is immediately brought down.
Big hit.
So he should be down about the 31. They're going to back him. Actually, the official's going to mark him down back at the 27.
That was a big hit from number 9, Jaden Sayarath. Put a big hit on a ball carrier.
So they do move it back up. That's where 31 is where they're going to spot it, because that's where his forward progress had stopped.
Yeah.
They kind of swung him back. Initially, they marked it back. I was like, wait a minute. But they got it right. Officials have done a great job tonight. I mean, I haven't seen anything that I would say was too bad with the calls tonight.
Well, the only one that could be questionable would be,
the defensive line.
Originals line, moving.
Yeah. Panthers with the ball. Got about 70 yards to go here. Laverty. He's going to take the snap. He's looking over the middle. Quick pop pass. Finds his man who bounces off, and he gets around the outside to the left side over past the 50 and pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
That is Cameron Scott, number 4.
That was an excellent job by him. Way to keep your feet, bounce off the hit, and get yards after the catch. Sorry, Sean, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. He absorbed the contact, turned around and got to the sideline and got right up the field as soon as he could. That was a great run after the catch.
We got a timeout here on the field.
And he could have been blown up. I mean, it looked like that defender kind of let up a little bit. He could have been in some trouble there.
Well, the game has certainly changed at all levels. They're trying to protect players more, and it's now sinking into defenders. If you lay out a defenseless wide receiver, there's a good chance you're going to get a big penalty or thrown out of the game. So it's like, the coaching has caught up, the teaching has caught up, and they're not depleting players like that like they used to. But yeah, just an excellent job. And I wondered, I call that a little pop pass. That's what it looked like. You just, right over the middle.
So while we're in this break, let's talk about the home schedule for Putnam City North this year. They've got Deer Creek here on the first week of October. October 1st, they will host Deer Creek.
That'll be a great game.
October 14th, they have Del City at home. October 29th, they get Northwest Classen. And then to end the season, their senior night will be November 5th against Stillwater at home.
All those great games. Maybe a little bit of a break with Classen, but the rest of those games, the Deer Creek game is going to be great. Stillwater is always pretty good. Of course, Del City last year was a very tight game between Putnam City North and Del City. And then of course they'll go on the road to play Midwest City this year. So good schedule in front of the Panthers here.
Yeah, we both called that game last year at home, the Midwest City game.
And it was just kind of last year was a little bit just unfortunate for the Panthers. They started off so strong, and then late in the season, they were missing some guys for various reasons. I know that Midwest City game that you and I called, they were jumbling people on the offensive line. They had a guy who was a running back that they had to put in there at guard. I mean, there was just a lot of shakeup, and the continuity kind of went away. And in that game against Midwest City, Carson Laverty just didn't look like he had any time at all to throw the ball.
Yeah.
He was pressured so much. So
He did struggle, yeah, in that game.
and I know that team last year had a lot of high hopes. We'll see what they can do this year. Laverty is back to pass over the middle and incomplete.
Just looked like the timing wasn't there on that route.
Yeah, that was Churchwell. So Panthers once again past midfield. 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Panthers definitely having a lot of success throwing the ball. They've been able to break a few with Amari and Normant. Maybe they go back to him here. You're looking at a 2nd and 10. Like we said before, you don't need it all at once. So if you get 4 or 5 yards with Normant here. Motion. Laverty is actually going to give it to Normant. He tries to cut back inside, but there's nowhere to go. That was number 19 for Putnam City. Derek Holmes, a senior listed as a tight end, clearly playing defense. He was able to blow it up in there. He stayed home, and Normant tried to cut it back, and there was just nowhere to go.
Yeah, he plays tight end and defensive tackle here.
Okay. Laverty. He's got Normant in the backfield. Normant switches sides, move over to this left side. We have motion again. He's moving towards the front of the line. That should have been a penalty. Quick slant pass. It's caught out on the outside.
That was a great move.
That was, but I'll tell you what, they got lucky on that one because when he came in motion across the side, he was moving towards the line of scrimmage at the snap, and that should have been an illegal shift. So the Panthers get away with that one. Something coaches will see on the tape next or when they watch this. And Normant up the middle to the 30. Looks like we have a 2nd and 9 coming up. Play clock down to 10. You going to run a play or use a timeout here? 5. Inside of a minute here to go. They get the snap off. Laverty looking to throw. Got some pressure. Steps up inside. Some room to run. He tucks it. Is he going to get out there? That was a great tackle by number 21. Great open field tackle by Demarion Fields.
He's one of the captains there for Putnam City Original.
That was a great open field tackle because if he doesn't make that tackle, Laverty's got another 15 yards.
We got a player down for
More cramps
for Putnam City Original.
See what they're looking at here.
It looks like he's favoring his abdomen, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe got the wind knocked out of him or something.
We hope he's all right. Hope he can get up soon. And
yeah, you never want to see guys going down in any level of football. I mean, they've made rule changes as of the last decade or so to try to make this game safer. What's the point of playing this game if you don't have players to play it?
Right. Well, while we have this injury timeout, let's take a look at YouTube. Looks like we've had a lot more people commenting. PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26. Thank you for sharing this. Go Pirates. P-Chick, go Panthers. Go Pirates. Zabit, go Panthers. Fans view, great catch from Run from North. Fans fans view, we coming for Hefner. Little middle school trash talk going on the chat today.
Okay.
So that's great.
Where'd you go, Puker? That's what we call Cooper.
Looks like Panthers were able to get him to draw offsides on the defense. Marking it off here. Thank you all for commenting on the chat on our live stream here.
Yeah, that we had the worst one said to us, which was calling us half nerds.
Yeah. So it's all in fun, though.
Yep.
I guess they started the clock, and I didn't have mine running. So that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. We're all tied up at 21. We got one more quarter left to go unless we end up in some overtime. So Putnam City Pirates 21, Putnam City North Panthers 21. You're watching Sportszone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube.
Hey, are you working out now? Take the team to Sonic after tonight's game. From legendary hot dogs to classic shakes to refreshing drinks. Sonic has enough options to satisfy even the humblest of athletes and spectators. We'll see you at the dinner game.
So Panthers come back out here on the field. Ball on the 23-yard line. About to start this fourth quarter. Laverty in the gun. Snap, low snap. Tries to give it, and that play was blown up. But Norman keeps his feet and gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. But, I mean, that play was kind of blown up from the beginning with the snap, and it looked like he struggled to get the handoff. It
was a low snap, and then Carson looked like he wasn't quite sure if he wanted to keep it. You got to be quick on your reads like that. If you see what targets you to, or triggers you to hand it off, you got to hand it off. If what you're reading, usually it's the defensive end. If they come in, you're going to keep it. But it looked like they were reading the interior lineman there. Another player from Putnam City Originals down. It looks like he's going to get stretched out as well, so more cramping going on here.
11:31 to go in the fourth quarter. We got a tie football game. This is it's always great when you get these kind of games. I mean, there's just no other way to say it.
I even see some of these Putnam City North players, even though they're not going down, I see some of them stretching their legs out. They're starting to feel it.
Yeah, they need it.
The heat is really starting to kind of play a factor into this game.
They really need to get a lot of fluids in them, a lot of Gatorade right now, as much as they can during these timeouts. Try to get replenished as much as you can.
Yeah, we're at 9:21 in the evening, and it's still saying, well, it's 88 degrees, but
still humid, though.
It feels like 93, so, they're still feeling the heat down there.
First week of September in Oklahoma. That's what you get.
50% humidity, not a very strong wind, so you're not really getting that good of a breeze.
Yeah.
It's pretty humid and hot out there right now.
Of course, tomorrow the Sooners will have to deal with that heat.
Yep.
Down in Norman. Is that a new or 11 a.m. kick?
11 o'clock, yeah.
A lot of great football tomorrow night, college football on Alabama, Miami, Clemson, Georgia. Oklahoma State will take on Missouri State. So,
yeah, Tulsa played, I believe, last night.
mm-hmm.
Don't know what the score of that one was. I think
Just a quick reminder here, Sean and I have a in the Red Zone YouTube channel where we pick college football games. Go check that out in the Red Zone. Laverty in the gun. He's going to give it the Normantic cut. He's trying to cut back inside, and there's just nowhere really for him to go.
Did not get the first down. Yeah, that was a 4th down, and so Original would take over on downs.
Was that 4th down?
That was 4th down.
Yep, they don't get the first down, so Putnam City will take over.
Yeah, Laverty does not look happy there.
Well, time for the Panther D to muscle up here. And if you're Hawkins and if you're the Pirate coaching staff, you know, you might be looking to put this one in the air. You know, now is a time where if you take one deep shot quick,
yeah,
try to get a big one. Hawkins, we got a flag. So got a penalty against the Pirates. Back them up. 1st and 15 here to go. 11-17 to go in the 4th quarter. Hawkins talking to his back. Maybe look for a run here. And low snap. There was pressure. Hawkins cuts back up inside. Not going to get much, maybe a yard or so.
Yeah, Jaleel Johnson really shot that gap, but he kind of over-pursued and allowed Hawkins to get by. And even though Hawkins didn't get much, they were lucky to kind of have somebody on the second level to get that.
Oh, we got a false start up front. Right guard moved. So they back him up 5 more. $10:52 to go in the 4th. Pirates shooting themselves in the foot right here. Second and 17 coming up.
Yeah, I feel like the majority of the laundry that's been out on the field tonight has been to the
Hawkins
benefit.
Back to pass. Quick pressure by Jaleel Johnson. He gets away from it, steps up the right side, cuts back up inside, close to a 1st down. He's going to be maybe short, depends on the spot. Looks like 1 yard short. Great job by Hawkins getting away from that pressure. Jaleel Johnson was on him almost immediately, and he steps up and makes the best of it running up the right side. He's going to be about a yard short. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
See, that's just something having a dual threat quarterback does for you. If a play breaks down, he can just take off and run it.
He's coming up under center. Look for a sneak. He's going to push it forward. He will get the 1st down. First time I think we've seen Hawkins get under center.
I think first time we've seen either quarterback get under center.
Yeah, I think you're right. Clock continues to run. We're in the 4th quarter. Pirates driving. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball on the 37. Hawkins in the backfield. Fakes, spins around the right side, looking to throw a little dump pass to his back. He's going to get up close to another first down, maybe a yard short, depends on the spot here.
Hawkins was just taken down to the ground and planted, and he's just now getting up. Had a teammate come over and help him out. He looks like he's hobbling pretty bad. I don't know who they have behind him, but it seems like this team probably goes as Hawkins goes.
Hawkins slow to get up to the line. He stays in there, though. He's going to take that snap. He's going to hand off right up the middle, and he's caught immediately. Was that Harrison, number 24? It was. And that's number 60 for Putnam City. Rocky Curry, Jr., with the stop. He was pumped up after that one.
Well, he looked like he was limping a little bit. Looks like maybe his knee's giving him some trouble. But he does not want to come out of this ball game.
Clock continues to run. About 8.5 minutes to go in this game. Pirates have the ball. They are driving. Fresh set of downs. No, it's 2nd and 10 right now. 2nd and 10 after the no gain. Hawkins looking to the sideline, trying to get a call. Play clock's at 4. They're going to get the snap off 2. He does get the snap off. Run to the right side for Hawkins. Cuts back up inside. He's met by a couple of, a whole sea of red jerseys. Maybe 2 yards on that one. He's slow to get up again.
He didn't look too injured while he was running that ball. He's a tough kid.
I think he's kind of tired. I mean, and he might be cramping a little bit.
Well, and I'm telling you, he got planted in the dirt 2 plays ago. Yeah, number 60 there for Putnam City North just comes running off the field. Rocky Curry comes running off the field. Be interesting to see if he gets taken a look at.
Hawkins looks to the sideline. Play clock's at 6. They might have to take a timeout here. 3, 2. They will not get the snap off.
They're just letting too much time come off the clock.
And that's on the coaches. They've got to get the play in quicker.
Yeah.
You can't be getting the play into your quarterback when there's 5 seconds on the play clock. I mean, I know they're trying to see what the Panthers are doing defensively before they call their play. But you just can't put your guys in that kind of position. So we have a timeout. Looks like a timeout was called instead of the delay of game. So 7:23 left in the game. We're all tied up here, but the Pirates close to midfield, and they're driving. They're facing a 3rd and 8 coming up. Probably a good time to call a timeout the way Hawkins is kind of struggling right now.
He's taking a knee. He's talking to a couple of the trainers right now. He gets up and looks pretty spry.
I mean, he's definitely, showing a lot of toughness out there. That's what you want to see, especially in your quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the leader of the team. Competitor like that's not going to want to come out, so. $7:23 to go in the game. What do you think? You think we might see some overtime?
I don't know.
High school overtimes are fun, though.
Yeah. It just really depends on what happens in this drive, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll see if Original can continue to work the ball down the field.
Hawkins talking to Harrison, his back. He's looking over the sideline. Play clock's down to 13. And snaps. And Hawkins looking out to Harrison on the flats. And he gets about 2 to 3 yards there.
That's going to bring it to 4th down.
So,
that's another one of those calls that, throw a swing pass on 3rd and long. Doesn't give your guys very good opportunity, to work their way down the field. There's been a lot of east to west type movement with Putnam City Original, not a lot of north to south.
Got a bunch of substitutions coming in right now, late. 10 seconds on the play clock for Putnam City. Oh, they're punting. They're going to punt.
Yeah, it's fourth
Okay.
on the 50. I mean,
Let's see
good
where he gets
snap,
it.
Good punt.
Kicks it down there. You got to get away. Did somebody touch it? Did somebody from...
Putnam City North recovers, so
Okay.
I couldn't tell. It kind of got
It looked
lost
like
in
it
the
dropped
trash.
in there. And, you know, obviously on a punt like that, you got return guys. You start yelling to get away from it.
Yeah. There were too many guys. Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it hit somebody.
Way too many guys there running to about where the ball looked like it was going to land.
Yeah, the way Putnam City reacted to that, it was almost like it might have hit a Panther.
Yeah.
But luckily they got on it.
Yeah, that's on the return man to kind of call out whatever their call is to get away from the ball. When I was playing in high school, it was Peter.
Yeah.
Peter. You run, you hear that, and you run straight to the sideline.
Yep.
And usually, the return man is pointing at where the ball's coming down.
Yeah.
So that you know, I need to run the opposite way.
Panthers get their shot. Ball's going to be just over the 20. Laverty fakes a handoff, throws over the middle. He's got a guy. He's got a blocker outside. Great block by his wide receiver. He tries to cut it back inside, spins back to the outside. He will get the first down.
Yeah, that's a great heads-up play by, was that number 4?
Yeah, that's number 4.
Great heads-up play by him to, allow. He actually cut to the outside to allow, because he knew a blocker was back behind him. If he'd kept running to the middle of the field, he might not have gotten that first down, but because he turned around and allowed his blocker to do his job,
Yep.
he was able to get behind him and then now get the first down.
Pitch was to, I believe, Churchwell. Yep. He's going to lose a couple yards there. Let's bring up a 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Clock continues to tick away here in the 4th quarter. Laverty rolling to the right, looking for a guy out the swing pass, and that is that Moffitt? Yeah, out to the 49.
Yeah, Moffitt has had a great game. A great game.
So another first down for the Panthers.
It seems like all Reese Moffitt does for them is just make plays.
Got 2 wide receivers, twins on each side. Laverty in the gun. Oh, bad snap again, but he gets a hold of it. He's running for his life,
And he
he just misses Amarian Norman. Man, he was open too. He could have turned and got at least 5-6 more yards out of that one.
That would have been Baker Mayfield-esque had he completed that pass there.
So that stops the clock. 5:32 to go in the 4th. Bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
Which isn't bad.
It's not bad at all. They're close to midfield.
They got some downs here to get the first down. But they're playing relaxed. It looks like they're playing very composed, and
right.
you just no big mistakes here. You got to play smart in this time in the game.
One concern, though, that snap has been a little iffy.
Yeah.
Good snap there. Laverty looks, swing it out to Marion Norman. He cuts back to the inside. He does get past the 50.
He gained probably about 4 yards there. And he's down.
So they're going to have to stop the clock here.
Marion Norman is down. Oh, he's up. Maybe they just wrapped up or something, but he looked like he was not wanting to get up.
So that clock will continue to run. Panthers not in a hurry here.
I wonder if Original's going to dial up some pressure.
You might see a couple blitzes here that we haven't seen yet. My question is, we start getting down here, the time running out, you've crossed midfield, and now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here with 4:39 to go. What kind of kicking game do they have? Can you put 3 on the board to win this? We didn't talk with Coach Laverty about that earlier, and I didn't really pay a lot of attention in pregame warm-up.
Well, and we haven't had any field goals at this point to really be able to gauge that.
The most we can say is that both teams have hit their extra points.
Yeah.
Basically right down the middle. So, and for Putnam City, you had one where it was backed up on a penalty.
Yeah.
So it ended up being about a 28-yard extra
I would
point.
say they probably want to get at least to the 20-yard line.
Time to check in on our YouTube comments. Let's go north. Hunter Birmingham. Jeff plays for Tulane. I'm not sure. Is that? I'm not sure who he's talking about. I wonder if he was talking about Jeff Nwankwo from last year. PCO tackles are so flat-footed they could easily get ran over, ran out. Julio, if you knew that. Anyway, I need my North boys to tee up. Troy Myers.
We are seeing O City or No City, so I don't know if that's the battle cry for Putnam City Original, but
so shout out to Jay from Little Kid Family, the Fans View, Troy Myers, Hunter Birmingham, Jared Hinkle, all you guys commenting on our YouTube.
He got the first down. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Who's hurt?
That's Carson Laverty. I mean, he immediately went down. I wonder if he's knocked unconscious. It didn't look like he got hit very hard. But his teammates walked over to him to try to get him up, and they immediately signaled for the sideline.
Our prayers are with Carson right now. We hope he's okay. We take a break here. 4:31 to go in the fourth quarter.
Does look like he's moving his legs.
And you never want to see something like this.
Yeah, they're trying to clear out. The trainers went over with water to try to see if they could see anything, but they're clearing them out. It's just coaching staff over there with them and some officials. I can't tell. He's still laying down on the field. Both teams are taking a knee right now. This is just not something you want to see.
And thoughts and prayers go out to Coach Laverty as well when you see it's your son on the field like that.
Yeah, he's sitting up.
He's standing up. He's going to walk off. And you see his teammates immediately go over to him. So much respect for that kid.
Yeah.
It's great to see him up walking off.
Yeah, obviously if he lost consciousness, he's done. They're not going to risk it. They'll likely take his helmet from him, and he'll spend the rest of the game on the sideline.
Well, we just hope he's all right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Not sure who the backup quarterback is. We have a junior, Robert Duke, number 17. You see anybody? Who do we got out there?
It's Normant.
Normant taking
Norman's
the snaps.
Going to take snaps.
Okay. Marion Normant.
He's just going to run the
keep
Wildcat.
It to the right. Tries to stiff arm, get away, bounces back to the left side, and there is a hole there. He gets up the middle, spins, gets away past the 30, up to the 20, up to the 15-yard line, and out of bounds. What a run by Marion Normant, and there's a flag at the end of the play. We'll have to see what the flag is, but I'm telling you what wheels on a Marion Normant, and the run up the sideline, be able to get away from that tackle.
He was 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, dead to rights. I mean, you could have swore he was going down right there,
Yes.
and then he just stuck with it, kept running, hit a couple guys, bounced off some tacklers, and just beelined it for the sideline. What a run by Norman.
So officials are down there on the sideline, and the flag was back here around the 5. So
you got to wonder if a late hit out of bounds or
it could have been, yeah, maybe an unsportsmanlike. I mean, he was pushed out at the 15, so there's no flag. They're waving it off, waving the flag off, so we won't have a penalty after they talked about it. And you know what? Hats off to the officials for getting together and talking about that. So again, just an excellent run by Amari.
That was a great run, and this is something that Putnam City Original, they didn't plan for this.
Right, they didn't.
So they're going to have to make adjustments here for the Wildcat now being run by a running back.
And Norman fakes the handoff. He's got some room on the right. He's trying to spin back inside, and we have a flag coming in.
Out. This is either going to be face mask or holding. Because this was thrown right at the
right at the tackle, and some North players are signaling face mask.
They're pointing. The rest were pointing at Putnam City North.
Personal foul, face mask against
on
the offense.
Huh?
Okay.
You don't see that a whole lot.
You don't. Maybe Norman tried to stiff arm or something and got his hand caught up in the face mask. So 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Carson Laverty is out after getting injured. Took a big hit. Amari and Norman, their primary running back, now taking snaps in the Wildcat. Panthers driving, but a costly penalty, an offensive face mask, backs him up to the 30, the 31-yard line.
See, running the Wildcat here, you really don't want to be back 20 yards. You know,
right.
It's if you're not passing the ball, it's really difficult. So these plays are going to have to. I mean, the coaches.
We got a timeout called by Putnam City.
Coaches are going to have to dial up something. You know, maybe a look that they haven't given throughout the game to try to get the field opened up a little bit, because now Putnam City Original is going to be able to load the box here and put extra guys into the box. Because they don't have that passing threat out there.
And I personally have not seen Amari and Norman throw the ball. So I don't know if he has an arm, if he doesn't, but you certainly know he certainly is not as accurate as Carson Laverty.
Yeah.
So,
well, maybe you just run it, and then surprise them with something over the middle.
Yeah.
You know, it would have to just be there in a really easy throw. We'll see. We'll see if the coaching staff has the confidence in somebody else to throw the football.
Well, some of the players who've gotten their hands on the ball tonight, besides Norman, is Churchwell, Cameron Scott, Demarion Mason. I wonder if any of those guys.
Hayden Thornton's also caught. He caught the touchdown pass over the middle. He'd be another one to line up on the line of scrimmage and then just kind of eke out like you did in the first half.
Reese Moffitt is another one. So we're going to see. I think they prematurely wound the clock because it was stopped at 4 minutes, and now it says 3:52 on the game clock anyway. Let's see what they do here. And they've started the play clock, which I think is premature. Somewhere in all that, with the clock got stopped, they ran 8 seconds off that clock. So.
Well, that's the other side of this, running the Wildcat. You're not going to stop the clock.
Right.
So whatever you do, it needs to be quick. If they need to go up tempo, unless they plan on passing the ball, which it doesn't look like they are.
Here we go.
I could be surprised.
They got a long way to go for a first down. He fumbles the snap, keeps it up the middle. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Yeah, just 2 yards there. You're going to have to
I mean, they got a long way to go here. They've got
Well, here's the
25
thing,
yards
though.
for a first down.
Here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to get a first down here because you're getting so close to the red
Yeah.
zone. You get to that 20-yard line, and it's 4th down. You kick a field goal, and now you're up.
I think safely for them to kick it, they're probably going to need to get to the 15. So they are about 20 yards, or they're 15 yards away from that.
Yeah,
right now.
I just don't know what kind of a leg their kicker has. I mean, we've seen him
Takes
kick it
a
off,
snap, fakes it, again up the middle, and nothing.
but their kicker has yet to, on kickoffs, has yet to kick one into the end zone.
True.
And neither has, I think Putnam City Originals maybe had one that crossed the goal line.
Yeah.
But that was a line drive kick.
3rd and 22 coming up. If you got any trick plays, maybe now's the time. Clock continues to run. Play clock's down to 13.
I mean, they may be
Yeah,
thinking,
Might
hey,
be playing for
let's-
overtime too.
Well, they may be thinking, let's get as much as we can and then, march our kicker out there.
Right.
Because I don't think at this point that Putnam City Original would have enough time to march 70 yards down the field.
Timeout north. So, a lot to think about down there on that sideline right now for both teams. But no, we have seen Putnam City hit a couple long balls on the pass.
Yeah.
So, they have been able to get big chunks a couple of times. So I wouldn't say it would be.
Hawkins has also thrown a couple interceptions.
He has.
So it would have to be, very high percentage throws. And maybe spread the field out a little bit to where there's not as many defenders in one area.
Yeah, because right now they're loading up the box. They're just expecting Amari and Norman to keep it right up the middle. We got 3rd and 22 coming up here with 2:15 to go, so let's see what the play call is here. Again, the Panthers without Carson Laverty after he took a big hit in this series. Marion Normant back there taking the snaps. He's going to throw it. He's looking to throw up the right side.
It
and
was
almost picked off.
He just did not look very comfortable throwing that ball.
No, that almost looked shot put like.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's going to bring up 4th and 22.
He had the wide receiver. The wide receiver had a step. I mean, he had his man beat.
Yeah.
I know that Normant right now is just really wishing he could have that one back. They're going to send their
They're
kicking.
going to try to kick it.
Yeah, their kicking unit is out there, but Putnam City Original has a player that's down, and
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know
gonna
if
have
that's I don't know if that's to try to.
No, I think he's slamming his helmet. He's cramping up. He doesn't really look injured. He looks like he's cramping up.
Yeah.
So 2:09 to go in the 4th. We got a break in the action for Putnam City Pirate, who's down on the field. This is a nail biter, folks. Are we going to see overtime? Can the Panthers make this kick?
Well, I don't see their kicker really taking any practice swings or anything like that.
There could be a fake. There could be a direct snap to the kicker who punts it. I mean, but at this point where you're at,
you're too close. And a fake, I mean, they would need to get to the 6-yard line to get a first down. Unless you saw something that was wide open, you don't risk that.
Let's take a look at our YouTube chat while we have a break here. Prayers to the player who's down, absolutely. Logan P. Oh no, prayers. A lot of prayers for Carson. Cameron Goudot says Amarian Norent's the best running back in Oklahoma.
He's good.
He is good. Fans View says coach. It looks like coach is playing for overtime. So, hey, we appreciate everybody watching on the live stream. You're watching Sportszone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube, the home for Putnam City North Panther home football games this year. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We still have a lot to go. 2:09 left in the fourth. That is a long time in football. So here we go. They're lining up again.
Yeah, North could even get the ball back. I mean, you go a quick 3 and out.
Let's see if he's got the leg for this. We do have a little bit of wind. You're looking at the flags on the uprights. They do have some swirling wind down there. It's not too bad.
It's enough to where he'd probably want to aim for that right crossbar, though.
You know, the ball doesn't fly as well in these hot, humid weather either. And high snap, the good kick is up. It's way
no
short.
Good. Yeah.
So that is not going to happen. So Putnam City Pirates will take over.
That was just a bad snap. I mean,
it was a high snap. He had to rush to get it down.
Yeah.
Didn't really get his leg into it. But great effort. I mean, they tried. You got to go for the win.
Yeah.
You know? So now the defense has to D up. Jaleel Johnson needs to take control. He needs to be the leader on that defense. They need to be a brick wall right now. So, you know, I kind of think with the way this game has gone, you might see Putnam City just run the ball with Hawkins or Harrison and just play for overtime.
Yeah.
You know, in overtime, you're going to get the ball on the 25. What you don't want to do right now is turn the ball over.
Yeah. Especially this close to North's end zone.
Hawkins takes the snap. And a quick pitch, man, Jaleel Johnson was in there quick, but nobody on the outside to make the play on Harrison, so he's pushed out of bounds after about a 6-7 yard gain.
They are, I mean, they're kind of playing into the fact that Jaleel Johnson is coming really hot off of that. And if you can run to the other side of him, you don't necessarily need to block him. All you got to do is run away from it.
I'll tell you what, the way he's coming up in there, if you get somebody on the outside on the pitch, man, you could actually step in front and take that pitch and go the other way with it.
Yeah.
If they get somebody charging up on that. But either way, you got to make that tackle. Hawkins with the snap, drops back, looking to throw, steps up, nobody in front of him, throw up the right side, way overshoots his man. Clock will stop, 1:51 to go in the fourth.
I wonder if he wasn't just throwing that away.
Possibly. And, folks, if you're watching, keep in mind, our clock that you're seeing on our scoreboard is not synced to the game scoreboard on the for the game, the official clock. So right now it is 1:51 to go.
It does allow us to update it.
Yes, but as we get down to just seconds left, ours could click to 0 and it may not be 0, so just keep that in mind. 7 seconds to go on the play clock.
Looks like some confusion on North's
They're going to have
defense.
to take 2-1. They do get the snap. Hawkins steps up. Just missed tackles, arm tackling, not getting on him, but the Panthers do continue to pursue.
Well, there was some confusion on the defense, and one of the corners was trying to get a linebacker to move over to kind of help cover up some of those targets. And what that did was that drew that linebacker out of the box, and Hawkins was able to run on that side, so the linebacker was late getting over there, and that's why you saw one of the missed tackles. But they were able to contain him, and good play. And now PC North's going to get the ball with, a minute 30 seconds. We'll see if they have any kind of 2-minute drill here, especially playing Wildcat. It's going to be kind of difficult to.
Yeah.
They're going to have to go quickly unless they're just playing for overtime as well. But if they have anything that they can dial up to move the ball quickly, now's the time to do it.
4th and 5, 1:41 to go in the fourth quarter. If you're Putnam City, you got to get the punt away.
Yeah.
You can't have a bad snap or snap over your head. You need a clean kick. if you're the Panthers, you want to cleanly field this kick, and with you playing the Wildcat, maybe you're hoping for a return here because
well, and two, I'm not seeing anybody warming up an arm, so I'm just going to guess they're going to continue to go with the Wildcat here, with Norman taking the ball behind center.
Yeah. It's all going to depend on the field position after this kick.
Yeah, Reese Moffitt will be back to return the punt.
Now, if you are the Panthers and you go after this kick, you cannot get a roughing the kicker penalty. You really need to be aware of where you're at and not get a hand on that kicker. As you said, Sean Moffitt back to return this. He's waving people away, saying get away. It's a great Putnam City bounce. And that will be downed. 34-yard line with 1:32 left in the game. So
with what they're
68
running,
yards to go for a touchdown.
With what they're forced to run here, I don't know if they'll be able to. It's going to have to be a lot of get to the sideline and get that clock to stop.
What a great game to kick off our first game of the year. This is great stuff.
You know, I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing North putting in their big blockers. I mean, there are a couple of bigger guys out there, but normally you'd see Thornton out there blocking.
Now, Panthers have no timeouts. Pirates have one. Putnam City Pirates have one timeout left.
Yeah, they're going to have to get to the sideline on this drive.
So, delay of game.
Wow.
Well, okay, with 1:32 to go in the game, you run a play, even if Putnam City calls a timeout, you can almost run the clock out if you want to get to overtime.
Yeah.
With a 40-second play clock, you can run the clock out here.
Yeah, we'll see if that's what they do. But there is nobody more than 10 yards deep.
Yeah, the Pirates are loading up. They are playing press on the corners.
Yeah.
They're not giving up anything. They're loading the box up front. We still have this one to finish up, but thinking ahead to next week, if you don't have Carson Laverty, you're going to have to find somebody who can give you a passing game.
Yeah.
Motion. There's the snap to Norman. He's going to keep up the right side. He found a little bit of a hole. Cut back. He's going to get about 6 yards there.
They got to get up to the line quickly because they're going to run out of time here.
Yeah, there's 1:03 to go, and the clock is running. They're not really in a hurry. At this point, I think you run the clock out.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk a turnover like that right there. A bad snap, a little bit of a fumble.
Yeah, I would say at this point, just don't risk any more injury.
Yeah. Let that clock run out, and let's play for overtime. Oh, they stopped it with what, 37? Timeout. Must be Putnam City timeout. All right, we have a timeout here with 37.8 seconds to go, tied at 21. Panthers facing a 3rd and 10. Let's go ahead and go back to the comments. We had the fans view says, great channel, Sportszone Oklahoma. Thank you, guys. We appreciate all of you watching. So, How will this one play out? I think we're headed to overtime. And if you're the Panthers, you need clean snap. Clean snap, field it. Norman in the backfield to take the snap. There he goes with design run to the right. He's picked immediately, cuts back, gets a block, but really nowhere to go. And the clock continues to run. That'll bring up a 4th down, and I think they let the clock run out. Can't stop the clock. Both teams are out of timeouts. So it looks like we're headed for overtime. And they are coming off to the side. So we will, in fact, head to overtime, tied at 21. Stay right here. We've got some extra football to play tonight on a great Friday night in Oklahoma. Putnam City 21, Putnam City North 21. Overtime is coming up next. All right, folks, tied at 21. We are in overtime. Panthers trying to figure out how they can move the ball after losing their quarterback, Carson Laverty, who took a huge hit late in the game. Laid there for a little bit, not moving. We hope he's okay. We don't really know what happened. When you see a player down like that, you kind of maybe think concussion or something.
Yeah, when he went down really fast and just kind of awkward. He spun around, and as soon as he was down on the ground, there just wasn't a whole lot of movement. So, and then that tied in with his teammates running over and, trying to get him up, and then immediately turning around to the sideline to motion for the trainers to come out. It's something serious. He wasn't limping. He wasn't favoring an arm. He wasn't holding his gut or anything like that. So it makes you think head injury. For the amount of time that he was down, they may have had to pull out the smelling salts, and get him awake.
Well, he'll be evaluated this week, obviously, and, we hope we get him back for the next game. So.
He did not look happy when he was having to give up his helmet and unstrap his
and we don't know
rib shield.
We don't know if it was a concussion or not.
Right.
But I can tell you,
that's what it looked like.
I can tell you, having suffered several of them when I played it, it's no joke. Like, you really need to take it seriously. And when I played it, they didn't take it near as seriously as today. I mean, you'd get a concussion. I was back the next week, and,
I know,
and
for
looking
sure,
back, I probably shouldn't have been. So
I know for sure in practice I had a couple where lights went out, and my coach just told me, "Do you feel sick? No, get back out there."
Yeah.
I mean, that was early 2000s, and they just did not take as much care and thought into concussions as they do today. I mean, at every level, NFL, of course, had the lawsuits, and
so we got Jaleel Johnson and Judd Kiefer meeting at the 50. We're going to see who gets the ball first. And clearly, if you want to play defense first here.
Yeah.
You want to know what you have to do.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you get a stop and then a missed field goal, then
Right.
the pressure isn't as much. All you got to do is get close enough to kick a field goal yourself. I just don't know how well constructed this Putnam City North offense is now that Carson Laverty is out of the game. They're going to have to run the ball every time.
Jaleel Johnson is fired up, so his defense is going to go take the field first. Putnam City will get the ball. We are in overtime.
They'll be defending the west end zone.
Now, high school overtime rules, much like college, a little bit different, but each team gets a possession. We play until we have a winner. Or not a possession, yeah. They each get the ball, try to score. You can get a first down.
They're starting at the 10-yard line. So they'll have 4 downs from the 10-yard line
to get a touchdown.
And if they don't, then obviously Putnam City North will take over, and then they have to match or get better, either a field goal or a touchdown after. But if it's still tied after this one, I believe Putnam City North will be on offense again. And Hawkins
in the end zone on the first play. Look at that. Right up the middle. Hawkins with the touchdown. Now the game is not over.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Well, and now Putnam City North knows what they need to do. They know that they need to score a touchdown here. And let's see if Putnam City North can get off the field before the ball snapped. Yep.
Got it. Needs the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good.
That's good.
So it's not over yet. Putnam City North still has a chance to get the ball. They have to get in the end zone.
They
to extend this
just
game.
have to keep their composure.
Yes.
There's definitely some guys down there that look very deflated, and they don't look happy.
They cannot sink their heads though.
Right.
The game's not over.
The leaders of this team and the captains just have to keep this team together and keep their minds in it, because the game's not over. Like you said, it's you get another possession to go out and do the same thing.
That's right.
And I can promise you this. If they score a touchdown here, this crowd is going to go crazy.
Yeah,
because
it will.
Putnam City Original scored that touchdown, and their fans were probably the loudest I've heard either fans during this game. So Putnam City North better answer here.
They just you get in the end zone and we're reset.
Yeah.
So don't hang your head. You got 4 plays here. And if you're on that offensive line, if your coach is talking that offensive line, fire off the ball. Now's not the time.
Yeah.
To go 70%. You need 100% every play right now. Norman lined up in the backfield. He's going to take the snap over the right. Looked like he was looking to throw. Cuts back to the left, and he has some room to run. He's got to score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Putnam City North. Wow. One play. Amarian Normant finds the left corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Do you see any flags? I don't see any flags on the field.
Flags. No players, no flags on the field.
Incredible. Right there. That's why you don't hang your head. That's why you keep playing. You play every snap. The game's not over. They need the extra point right now, and then we have another overtime. Incredible game. Absolutely incredible. And now you see Putnam City hanging their heads because they just gave away a win in their minds.
Yeah. You hear it all the time, but we
need a good snap here. Good snap.
Big players make big plays.
That's right.
During big games.
And Amarian Normant is one of the biggest. Get that down. Bad snap. Get through.
He got it.
It's good. We're tied up. We're going to a second overtime, 28-28. Both teams score on the first play of each possession of overtime.
Putnam City North answered exactly what Putnam City Original did. it just looked a little better because he had to run some, a little bit more than, and I say better as in, it's going to be a cooler highlight tape. Hawkins just was able to kind of stroll in there. It wasn't easy, but then Norman takes the ball and just gets turned around and finds a way to get in the end zone.
And it's amazing because since Carson went out, Norman's had to take the snaps, and he's mostly been bottled up.
Yeah.
You get to overtime, you got 4 plays, and on the first one, he cuts, he makes some guys miss, and he finds a lane on that outside and is able to get in the end zone.
Well,
incredible.
Almost every single run before then was to the right. So they kept running to the right. Well, this time he starts going to the right, and then once he sees it's not there, he turns completely around and runs to the left, and then he's got blockers over there.
He had number 11 blocking for him, and unfortunately we don't have him on the roster, number 11.
Yeah, so Putnam City North gets the ball again.
Okay.
And it's going to be
looking to throw. He's got somebody in the corner. It's a jump ball. Is it a touchdown? Did he get in?
I don't think he was. I think his foot was – I think he was out of bounds. But he was getting mauled by that defender.
He was.
I'm surprised he didn't –
That should have been a pass interference
I'm very surprised we didn't see a flag there because he had that ball in the air.
And the defender was not looking for it either. That's usually a penalty. If the defender doesn't turn to look for the ball, it's usually a penalty.
I don't know that face guarding is a rule in high school. I know in the pros you have to – make an effort to turn around.
Yeah.
But even in the college and pro level, they're kind of changing those rules to where you at least have to make an effort.
Well, even if you can face guard, there was contact there. So left side, Norman up the middle.
Not really getting anything here.
He got about 2 on that one. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's 4-down territory, so we still have 2 more plays here.
Yeah. But do you want to, are your guys able to go for a 4th down, or do you want to just put your kicker out there? And
the way Marcellus Hawkins is running the ball and able to move the ball, even on some of their worst plays, Putnam City's getting 4 to 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
At this point, I think you got to play for the touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't think a field goal does it here.
But although
now, obviously,
when you
get the ball first, obviously you got to take whatever points you can get. But,
I'm just saying, if you don't get that 4th down, that's
snap. He's looking to throw again. He's got pressure in his face. Oh, in the middle. Did he catch it?
There's a flag.
There's a flag.
Maybe a fresh set of downs here.
Who was that? Number 33 was the intended receiver. Is that Hayden Thornton?
Hayden Thornton's down on the ground.
It is a hot and humid night. We've played 4 quarters. We've played in overtime.
Yeah, but he dove for that ball. I think maybe he came down.
That's going to bring up, that's a 1st down with the penalty. Offsetting penalties.
Oh, there was a.
So Thornton
maybe Thornton was covered up on the line and shouldn't have gone out for that pass.
So offsetting penalties brings up a 3rd down again, so we still have 2 more downs to go here. We're in the 2nd overtime right now.
So Thornton goes out, and looks like Ryan Gooch comes in.
Okay.
Another guy they put at fullback.
So in this possession, Marion Norman's been looking to throw. Let's see what happens here. Marion he's going to throw again. He's looking to the corner. He's got his man. Touchdown, Panthers. How about that?
That is
Reese Moffitt.
Reese Moffitt.
How about that?
Dude has made play.
Let's take a look at the unbelievable right there.
He ran that slant route and just made such a great catch on that ball because he was covered up pretty good by that defensive back.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
Man, what a game.
How about that? So the Panthers give up the touchdown on the first overtime play to Marcellus Hawkins. They get down by 7. You see them start to drop their heads. We talk about you never quit.
Yeah.
Next play, first possession of the first overtime. Amarian Norman takes it on the left side, finds some room, gets in there in for a score. We tie it up at 28. We go to a second overtime. Panthers with the ball, and Amarian Norman on a 3rd and 9 finds Moffitt over the middle, and the Panthers now lead 35-28, and now Putnam City needs a touchdown to extend this game.
Yep. Moffitt,
unbelievable.
Moffitt is my MVP of the game. I mean, he's done nothing but just make play after play. When the ball comes his way, he finds a way to catch it. And then the stuff after the catch, I mean, that dude is good. And if he's not getting looked at by some schools, he should be.
If this isn't the game of the night in Oklahoma high school football, I don't know what is, because this is pretty incredible.
I mean, and these crowds are just originals a little bit.
Hawkins with the snap, looking to run up the middle. There is a gap there.
He's not going to get it.
He's not going to get in, but he's going to get 5 yards.
Yeah.
The Panthers have got to seal that up.
They got to start getting a push on the defensive line. They really have to start getting a push. I think their guys are getting a little tired. You can see it a little bit. There's hands on hips again. They're worn out, but they just have to summon all the strength they have.
Every play right now, 100%. You have to just sell out.
They got to get a push on the ball.
3 down linemen. Hawkins in the gun. Low snap. Cuts up in the middle, and he is going to be in for the touchdown.
Man.
Marcellus Hawkins with the touchdown. We'll take a look at the replay on that one.
Yeah, this defense is gassed.
So the Pirates need the extra point here. And they're going to talk it over. You know what? Are they going to talk about going for 2? As you extend this, players are getting tired.
Look how tired the defensive line is, or
you just had your quarterback Marcellus Hawkins get 2 5-yard runs, which resulted in a touchdown. The Panthers are gassed right now. They're over there on the sideline. I think they're talking about going for 2 and ending this game right now.
They might, but then if you don't get it, that's the game.
Well, you're a hero or you're a zero if
you
make that call. So
Yeah, we had a similar game in high school. Bethany went against Millwood my senior year, and it came down to a double or triple overtime. And at one point, our offensive lineman looked at the coach and said, "Coach, we can't do another one. Like, we're going to have to – we got to go for it and either get it and win or don't." And we lose. And we ended up losing on that one, but sometimes those decisions have to be made. It's not an easy one. I'm not jealous of these coaches right now.
I think it was, we saw in college, I think it was last year where North Carolina went for it against Clemson. Remember that? Because it was a close game, and Mac Brown just said, my guys are gassed. We need to go for it.
Yeah.
If we're going to win it, we need to win it right here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're coming back out on the field. We're about to find out. Are they going to kick this extra point, or are they going to go for the win?
No, Hawkins is out there.
Okay, they're going for the win.
2.
So one play here for the Putnam City North defense. Can they hold them out of the end zone?
They have to.
They're going for the win right here, right now. This game is going to come to an end at the end of this play, one way or another.
They have to get 3 yards here. Let's see what Putnam City North can do.
I bet. Look at that. 3 down linemen. They have 4 down linemen. That's what Hawkins is looking at.
Yeah, the coaches wanted to see what kind of a look they were going to be given. Not surprised at the timeout here. But just about every single one of the coaches on the field for Putnam City North are out there on the field. Because if you notice, there's an absence from Coach Laverty. And so some other guys are having to step up and take on full duties. But it looks like it's a kind of an approach by committee here tonight for the coaches.
So
Bobby Smith says, "Can you tie in high school?"
I don't believe so. You play until you have a winner.
You got to have, at some point. I'm not sure if in high school it's the same as college, but I know that some.
Well, I believe it's the next overtime, the third overtime.
You got to start going for 2.
You can't
on everyone.
Take the extra points.
Yeah. This game will not end in a tie.
But I'll tell you what, this is tough on these guys. I mean, you've got I don't know what the temperature is. It was 88 earlier. We got 50% humidity. There's not a lot of wind down there. We've seen guys starting to cramp up. So here we go. We're going to see what's Putnam City going to do. Are they going to come out and line up and kick it? Or are they going to still go for two? I mean,
it's only dropped 1 degree. It's 87 degrees.
87 degrees at almost 10:30 at night here in Oklahoma.
With a humidity of 53, dew point of 68.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. They're
lining up. They're going for two.
Yep.
Okay, so one play to decide this game.
Let's see.
Hawkins in the backfield. He's going to keep it to the right side, and he's got room to run, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Putnam City, or I'm sorry, 2-point conversion, Putnam City, and they win the game 36-35. They go for two to try to end the game. Marcellus Hawkins.
Hey, these boys.
Hats off to everybody.
These boys for Putnam City North have no reason to hang their hats.
None. Yeah.
I know they're mad now. I know that they're very frustrated, but they played a heck of a game.
Definitely.
I mean,
they hung in there right to the end. They lost their quarterback along the way.
They looked so tough even after Laverty went out. They have every reason to be proud tonight. This is the first game of the year.
It's the second one for Putnam City.
Right.
You're right.
But they've got some time to make this up, you know.
Looks like they're going to try to. Nope, their coaches are telling them absolutely not. They were trying to do a flag plant in the middle of the field, and their coaches said no way.
Yeah, not after
this
game. You gotta have some class.
You gotta have
some respect,
class and sportsmanship. And I mean, you know these guys, that all of these players. You know, it was a district rivalry game, but I'm telling you what, it was a heck of a game. It was absolutely a heck of a game, and despite the loss, I don't think the Panthers have any reason to hang their heads. I mean, they fought right to the end, and the coaches have to like the effort that they saw tonight.
Yeah, Laverty is out there going through the team handshake. He's got an ice bag on his, it looks like on the right side of his neck. So I don't know if that was the issue. Maybe he had a stinger to his spine or something. You know, we've seen guys go completely limp out on the field,
right,
and paralyzed for a few seconds. Not saying that's what happened, but there are injuries that'll cause you to kind of, you know, lose feeling and motion for a little bit.
Final thoughts on this one, Sean?
Yeah, great game. I mean, great first game, you know, for both schools. Like we said throughout the broadcast, they both look pretty evenly matched. I know it was the second game for Putnam City Original, but Putnam City North's first game. And like I said, they have no reason to hang their heads tonight. They played, you know, they went into what, 2 overtimes?
Yeah.
They did lose their quarterback, which you got to think, you know, how much of an impact does Laverty make? I think maybe they continue to drive down the field and maybe score, and it doesn't go into overtime.
Yeah.
So you got to think, you know, at full strength, they were doing pretty good. After that first possession where they had a few miscues on the snaps, you know, they really started coming together as a team and playing really, really well. There were a few questionable calls, you know, as far as play calls, but, you know, when you're without your head coach, that's, you know, you got to piece together what you've got. And so I enjoyed this game tonight, and I'm looking forward to calling the rest of this season with you. And, yeah, it was a fun game.
So that's it. We wrap it up from here from Putnam City North High School. Your final score, Putnam City Pirates 36, Putnam City North Panthers 35. I'm Michael Johnson for Sean Brown and Mauricio Rodriguez, our great camera guy. That's all we have tonight, and we'll see you next time. We have it about a month before the next home game. So some time for North to hit the road and hit some games, and then back here with Deer Creek in the 1st of October. So
yeah, and y'all have a good, safe Labor Day weekend. Be smart out there.
Enjoy your college football.
Yeah, so don't drink and drive.
That's right. That's it. That's all we have. We're going to wrap it up here from Putnam City North High School. Again, final score 36-35. Putnam City Pirates get the win. Both teams 1-1 on the North Panthers 0-1, Putnam City 1-1 on the season. We'll see you next time. Take care, Oklahoma.